Good morning guys, and welcome to Taitung on Taiwan's beautiful east coast. Yes, I'm back in Taitung for the second time in a couple of months. Last time it was because I'd been hiking. Today, as you can see, it's because I'm cycling. So the idea for this video is I'm going to cycle from Taitung up to Hualien. It's going to be a 3-day trip. I'm going to take my time this time because last time I was here it was as part of my Round Island video a couple of years ago, and I went from Taitung to Hualien in 1 day. It was a bit of a slog, I must admit, but this time I'm going to take it easy. I'm on the Brompton and I'm going to take 3 days, so it's roughly about 60 kilometers per day. Instead of going inland on this trip, I'm going along the coast road because I haven't been along that part of the coast for a good few years. So we're gonna have a nice easy ride up Taiwan's east coast and see what we can see along the way. So let's go. Okay, I'm currently riding through Fugang, which is the port where you catch the boat to Green Island and Orchid Island if you're feeling brave, and where thousands upon thousands of Taiwanese people go every year to stuff themselves on seafood and then promptly throw it back up again a couple of hours later when they're on the boat. One time I went to Green Island on the full ferry. This is about 15 years ago, maybe longer, and everybody on the boat except for me, and this was like at least 150 people, vomited. It was, to this day, one of the most disgusting experiences in my whole life, and one I never want to repeat. So if you're going on the boat to Green Island and Orchid Island, 1, don't eat a massive seafood meal before you get on the boat, and 2, I hope you've got a strong stomach. There's a famous tourist spot in Taitung. I've been past here many times in the years I've been in Taiwan, but I've never actually been. Today's the day. No prizes for guessing what happens here though. Water running upward. It is indeed rather bizarre because it looks like there's a good 10 to 15 degree slope here going up that way, but look at this leaf. It's going up. Wow. Not only is this place a curious sight, it's actually a beautiful spot to take a break and have a coffee or something if you're doing like a Round Island or just a road trip or something. It's quite high up and it's got a beautiful view over the coastline. I'm looking for some food in Dulan, which is just down the road, so I can have lunch, and check this place. It looks nice, but that's not a very good name, is it?
A few moments later.
I wasn't very hungry, so I just thought I'd get something light to eat. So I got some Vietnamese spring rolls, the fresh ones. Not very Taiwanese, but oh well. No. There's a party going on right here. I've just happened upon the Ami Folk Center. It's one of Taiwan's indigenous people, or tribes as they're called here. And there was a performance going on. It was pretty cool. Everybody's dancing, having fun. Have a quick look around, learn something about the Ami people. Some interesting stuff here about the boats that they used to sail, and whether there's a theory that Taiwan is the original point for all the people of the Pacific Islands, and they migrated, if that's the right word, from Taiwan over the years to all the islands in the South Pacific. So it's pretty interesting. Okay, I made it to my destination for day one, Chenggong town. Now, got to try and find somewhere cheap to stay.
A few moments later.
Alright guys, I didn't end up staying in Chenggong town because I just wanted to stay somewhere a bit quieter, and so I'm staying at this place. It's called Life Hidden, or Hidden Life, I think it should probably be called. It's just a really small, old-fashioned house. It's like Chenggong town is right over there, probably about 3k, 4k out of there. I'm staying here because this place is closer to Sanshentai, which is where I want to go tomorrow morning, and also it's just quieter. And I'm staying in a dorm, but there's nobody else in it, so that's okay. It's only $700. I didn't know what to eat, and I was just riding around Chenggong, and I came across this really cool looking place. It's called the Chenggong Culture Bank, and it's like a really high class restaurant. And I got a set meal, and it's all, I guess it's all local produce, fish, because Chenggong's a big fishing port. And so we've got like some kind of fish sauce noodles, we've got some sashimi here, got some seaweed, and some, I guess they're fish balls in there. Can't wait to try it. It looks so beautiful. I'm kind of scared to disturb it, but a bit sour first. Just noodles with some kind of, I think it's flying fish, I'm not sure, but it's really, really tasty. It's a bit like bonito flavour. It's really good. It tastes so fresh. Daikon. Pickled radish. Some nice thick sashimi. Everything is so fresh and so tasty. Let's try the soup. It sounds like a contradiction, but the flavours are so strong and yet delicate. It's really, really nice food. A little bit pricey, as I'm a cheapskate, but I think it's worth it. Sometimes I do spend money on food. I don't always eat the cheapest stuff. That was absolutely delicious. That was really good. It was a nice surprise. A very high-class establishment in Chenggong. If you're passing through, then you should definitely check it out. so this is known as San Shentai. It's a three god or three fairy platform, a literal translation. I'm not sure if this place has any significance to any of the indigenous people. I haven't seen a sign yet, and honestly I haven't done any research, but I just think it's a beautiful place, and I haven't been here for such a long time. Last time I came here I was carrying my daughter in one of those kid backpacks. This year she's going to university, so I've been wanting to come back for years because check it out, the scenery around this part of Taiwan is absolutely amazing. I'm trying to be a bit less wasteful with resources on this trip, so I bought my flask so I can get my coffees and drinks from the convenience stores. Cheers, good morning. Good way to start the day. So that is a Yushan, a stone umbrella. It actually looks better from back up the coast, but they built this big concrete breakwater in the background, so any photo you take looks really bad. So yeah, it would be nice if you could get a good angle on it. Apparently there used to be quite a few of them, but they've all been knocked down over the years by typhoons, so now there's only one left. A lonely stone umbrella. Time for some breakfast. I got a songyobing and an egg and a coffee from Family Mart. It's pretty good. This place is so cool. They've got all these lamps and things that they've made from discarded buoys, or buoys as you say in America, and for sale. If I wasn't on my bike, I might get one. They're really cool. Such a great place, and really nice people at that breakfast shop. It's also a little minsu, so you can also stay there, and they do classes on arts and crafts. So if you want to go there, it's right opposite the stone umbrella car park. In case you didn't know, there's quite a few Christians in Taiwan, and most indigenous people are Christian, and so you see quite a lot of churches as you go through rural parts of Taiwan, but I've never seen one as beautiful as this one. Check it out. Beautiful little building. I think it'd be a great idea to do like a coffee table book of the churches of Taiwan, because some of them are just, the designs are so unique and interesting. Second breakfast time. I've gone full Taiwan with a guabao. Love these things. Fatty pork for the win. Check that out. Whoa. I thought King Kong Street or Boulevard was a really strange name, and then I've noticed that there's King Kongs everywhere around here, so I just asked the girl in the 7-Eleven and she said it's the name of one of the mountains over there. I think it looks a bit like King Kong. I guess it looks like a hunched over gorilla, so mystery solved. Making a stop here at Baxian Cave or Baxian Dong. It's one of the most, if not the most, important archaeological sites in Taiwan, and it's a bunch of caves where people were living or sheltering many thousands of years ago. Why, but whenever you find a cave in Taiwan, there's usually a temple in it. This one's one of the most out of the way ones I've ever seen. Check it out. Wow. The word precarious doesn't do justice to this staircase and this trail. Wow, it's really living on the edge. Now I'm remembering this off the top of my head from other videos that I did months ago, so if I get it wrong I'll fix it in post-production. But these caves were important because they've been around, people have known about them for many years, but they did an archaeological dig here and they found some new stuff that they hadn't found before, which indicated that the first people that we know of weren't or didn't arrive in Taiwan 3,000 to 4,000 years ago as previously thought. These remains indicated that people had been living on this coast part of Taiwan around, I think it's 20,000 years ago, or it may be 30,000 years ago. I'll check my notes when I get home. This cave, Linyan Cave, was only excavated in 2017 after the temple that was here before was moved, and that's where this recent important new stuff was found. I think there were temples in more than one of the caves in the past. I mean, you can see some evidence of painting or burnt candles and incense, I think, on the wall here. I am no longer in tropical Taiwan. As you see that white phallus behind me, that is the Tropic of Cancer marker, and I'm north of it, so I'm out of the tropics. I'm in the temperate zone. I'm having a few snacks to replenish the energy because I'm so hungry. I've got sausage, 2 egg, and this thing, it's called a sinavu, I think, or sinavu. It's a Indigenous style glutinous rice snack. Ooh. I've had these before, but I don't remember it being like this. It's kind of like a vine leaf and meat inside. It's pretty good. Encountered the first serious rain of the trip. It looks a lot worse than it is. It looks really bad in that direction. You can't even see the coast, but it's really not that heavy. It's just light rain, but it's just annoying. but I've only got about 10 to 15k to my destination, so I'm just going to push on through. This afternoon was a bit of a washout, but I made it to my destination of Fugang. I'm just staying in a really simple hostel. It's only 600 a night. It's a double room, but I've got it to myself. Had a shower. Now I'm going to try and find something to eat. Originally I was going to go to a fancy restaurant for dinner, but they only cater to larger groups, so I ended up at the only noodle place in town, and just had some really simple noodles, veg and soup. It's really good. Only $100, and I'm so full now. That's it for today. See you in the morning. Flowing Lake, scene of many a triathlon and half Ironman back in my youth when I was young and fit. Oh, it's been a while.